Hey folks, Leo here once again. Welcome back to another review. Another video. I hope you enjoyed my review of Hulk versus Wolverine Thor today. Now, if y'all, are new to my channel, welcome to my channel. I'm Levi McNally. Nice to meet you. Um, thank you guys for the 127 subs. Keep on subscribing, guys, and if you're watching this video, share my YouTube channel with your friends and family or your coworkers. I appreciate that. So yeah, 127. So we're getting to we're doing pretty good on this channel. I think I'm doing pretty good. So yeah, remember the mass profile picture. You can watch videos on my other channel with a Batman mask picture on Batman mask with a phantasm on it. But don't subscribe to that channel. Stay subscribed to this one if you want to see me do more videos. But what I've been doing, guys, is a superhero marathon on my YouTube channel here. And I am on the what I call the 2000s era of superhero reviews. That is superhero movies, whether live action or animated. I mean, of course, animated movies too. That is the 2000s era superhero reviews. Superhero movies that came out 2000 to 2009. And now I'm on the last year of the 2000s era of superheroes. The last year that is 2009. This is the last year for superhero movies come out in this 2000s decade. So then we'll start with 2010. I'll do a video like a finally quick update video, but we'll get there a little later. So for now, this is like I said, Hulk versus that is on my channel right now. My Marvel reviews and superheroes playlist. If you guys want to know my thoughts on that, it was a double feature review, so it was two animated movies I reviewed, but they're both short. This is short too. This next review, this is a DC animated film. This is definitely feels like an underrated movie. I know people don't talk a lot, but I really enjoyed this film. So it's 74 minutes long. Goes by at a really good pace. Really great voice cast too, and animation. But anyway, that is the 2009 superhero film, DC animated film, the 2009 version of Wonder Woman. Yes, this is way before we got the Gal Gadot version. Now, there's behind the scenes stuff like what makes a Wonder Woman a survived stream, Wonder Woman Daughter of Myth, talking about the character. Yeah, there's a picture of Wonder Woman and Steve Trevor. Yeah, it talks about the history of Wonder Woman. You get interviews about with Patty Jenkins and Gal Gadot, and they talk about the character of Wonder Woman. And speaking of that, let me talk about the character of Wonder Woman because this is part of my first review of a Wonder Woman movie. She's a super heroine created by the American psychologist William Mountain Marston and artist Art Harry J. Peter in 1941 for DC Comics. Let's see. She may tell me her first appearance. Okay, yeah, October 1941. All Star Comics issue 8, I should say, was 1941 when we saw Wonder Woman. Her origin story is that she was a sculptor from clay by her mother, Queen Upla, and was given as an Amazon along with superhuman powers to give by the Greek gods. Yeah, Diana's background resulted to make her the biological daughter of Zeus. After the DC birth, eventually pieces of pre-New 52, Diana's clay origin was curiously reintroduced. Diana's clay origin was restored as her canon backstory. Diana, yeah, yeah, and she lives on an island of Themyscira. It's an island only for women who are warriors, and no men are allowed. Yeah. There was a TV show in the 70s where she was played by Linda Carter, by the way, and I've never seen that show. I need to check it out because I love Linda Carter. And of course, she's played by Gal Gadot, and you've had uh, the two Wonder Woman live action movies, and she was in Batman vs Superman. So, but you've seen the character before. Uh, she's an athlete, an acrobat fighter, trained. She has Amazon martial arts. She has a golden lasso, which is the lasso of truth. And she has the bracelets where it can, do this and stuck somebody, bullets and stuff, and the headband, like that she's got that she can like throw, kind of like Captain America's shield. Yeah, she's like the female version basically of Captain America from Marvel. Her character was created during World War II. Yeah, yeah. But the thing is about the character of Wonder Woman, how I would describe her is she's not just your average damsel in distress. She can take care of herself. She is a warrior. She can be sensitive too for being a woman. She's sensitive. She very much cares about helping out, and doesn't really know if she can trust the world of men, but she's learning about the world of men. She was born on them skinner show. She's never seen a man, you know, but she's a warrior, so she's very serious. So I know people probably complained about Gal Gadot's performance that she was stiff or didn't smile enough. Well, Wonder Woman is a warrior, so she's not all smiley because she's very serious. She's a warrior, you know. But that's just the character. Anyway, this movie is loosely based on George Perez's reboots of characters, specifically Gods and Mortals, from the characters stated in the character second volume 1987. It is also the fourth film of the DC Universe animated original movies. Yeah, the fourth one. The first one was Superman Doomsday, Just Leading Frontier, and Batman Gotham Knight, and then this movie. Then after this, you had two more movies. Um, excuse me. In July and September, two other DC animated movies. That was Green Lantern First Flight and Superman Batman Public Enemies. Way before you had the Green Lantern live action film with Ryan Reynolds and the Batman vs Superman movie with Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill. This was all way before that. Yeah. The film is directed by Lauren Gurney, who directed the second act of Superman Doomsday, and did Struggle for Justice League: New Frontier, written by Gail Simon and Michael Zalesk. Written by Gail Simon. Yeah, in August 11, 2015, released the film on Combo Pack. But the film was, well, anyway, get into the production. The film was originally advertised as having a storyline involved with the Greek god Ares escaping Paradise Island in order to capture and control. I wish it called the Hand of Rage. He then he would then use the Hand of Rage to bring out about World War III. The storyline was their job. The film's casting director, Asia Romano, who I've heard of before. Yeah, she's known for also doing voice work, like for Batman the Animated Series, and I guess Justice League Unlimited and Justice League the show. Yeah. Explained that Kerry Russell's casting of Wonder Woman was particularly inspired by Romano seeing Russell's performance in the film Waitress. According to producer Bruce Timm, during post-production, many action scenes had to be edited after the first cut of the film received an R rating from the MPAA. Yeah, which is a shame though. I would like to see a Wonder Woman rated R movie. I don't know if Bloodlines was. Well, I have to look at that right now, but DC Comics gave promotion like attend the premiere of the film at WonderCon 2009. They did some promotional stuff for the movie. And of course, trailer and all that stuff. Wonder Woman was packed together with two disc DVD sets through Best Buy stores and Kmart. Uh, For the cast of the movie, though, you have Kerry Russell as the voice of Diana Prince Wonder Woman. Kerry Russell, I love this actor. I was about to go to have talk about Liz Bear. Sorry, Kerry Russell. But I've seen her in movies like Honey, I Blew Up the Kid. That was a sequel to Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. She played Nick's girlfriend in that movie. I never seen Waitress, but I need to check that movie out. She was in Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. She was in the Red Skywalker. I don't like that movie. She was good, but she was really underused in that movie. She's just wearing a mask. Yeah, and she was also in Bedtime Stories with Adam Sandler. But her first movie was Honey, I Blew Up the Kid. She's real cute in that. She's a beautiful woman. She was in Mission Impossible 3. Sadly, her character died. Yeah, Free State of Jones, and she was in Cocaine Bear that came out last year. So Kerry Russell, always been one of my favorite actresses. Very beautiful lady. Nathan Fillion as Steve Trevor. Uh, Steve Trevor's like, you know, he's basically her friend and love interest. Nathan Fillion, yeah, he's done some voice work. Trying to think. Did he voice? I think he voiced Green Lantern. Let's see. Okay, yeah, for Green Lantern Emerald Knights, and well, he was in another superhero movie, The Holy Avenger, as Super, a 2010 black comedy film, The Holy Avenger, and he, like I said, he did voice Al Jordan. Just looking here, yeah, and some of the D for DC, he voiced Al Jordan Green Lantern. He did a great job in that, and he was in Guardians of the Galaxy. He made a voice cameo in that. Did a voice for Cars 3, The Death of Superman, voicing Al Jordan, like some Superman. I guess he does like a voice of Deadpool and Wolverine or whatever. Guardians 3, he does plays in that too. Was he in the sequel? No, just the third Guardians. Okay. I guess in the new Superman movie or in 2025, it comes out next year, he's going to be Guy Gardner, Green Lantern. Okay. Cool. You know, it's a shame. Nathan Fillion's such a good actor. He reminds me of, they should have cast him as Nathan Drake in Uncharted, and I can't think, Stephen Lang. That would have been a great movie. Stephen Lang would have been perfect casting. But instead, you had Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg, and that's why that movie didn't work because you know. But Nathan Fillion, I could definitely see him as Nathan Drake. Nolan North does the voice, of course, but in my opinion, he should play Nathan Drake. Yeah. And Alfred Molina as Ares, who was the god of war. Yeah. In Adversary of Wonder Woman. Uh, Alfred Molina, y'all probably should know him for another superhero movie, Spider-Man 2, where he played Dr. Otto Octavius, Doc Ock, Dr. Octopus. He was in Raiders of the Lost Ark, had a small part in that. Made his film debut in that. Boogie Nights, he was in that. Rango, Monsters University. Ralph Breaks the Internet, Frozen 2. And of course, he was probably the role of Doc Ock in Spider-Man No Way Home. Yeah, but great actor in my opinion. Oh yeah, he was also the villain in Dudley Direct playing Snidely Whiplash. Virginia Madsen as Hipta. She's Wonder Woman's mother. She was in the number 23, The Huntington, Connecticut, Moonlighting, Frasier, some TV shows I'm just mentioning. Don't know if I've seen her in any other movie. She was in Candyman, the original. Rest in peace, Tony Todd, by the way. Scooby Doo, Where's My Mommy? Doing a voice for that Stuart Little 3 when they made the CGI movie. John DeMarg as Demos, homeless man, uncredited. I feel like I've seen that name before, heard that name before. Okay, I guess he's done some other voice work. We're Dr. Little 2, he done some voice work for that. TMT 2007, he did a voice for that. Underdog, he did a voice for that. B Movie for Transformers Age of Extinction, and yeah, Dark to the Moon. I guess he's voicing one of the Transformers characters. Yeah, and Sky Earners as a little girl. Julian Grossman as Edith Candy. Vicki Lewis as Primstone. The only movie I can think that I've seen her in was Godzilla 1998. I like that movie. Sue me. But wait a minute. Did she do another? Okay, yeah, Just the New Frontier. She voiced Iris West. And I don't think she did any other DC movie after that. Or show. Dave McCollum as Zeus. The late Dave McCollum. You probably know him from The Man of Uncle. Rest in peace, Dave McCollum. Miss him. And he was in The Greatest Story Ever Told with the late Max von Snow. I can't say his name right, but yeah. But anyway, you should know Dave McCollum as if you watch NCIS, he was Ducky, Dr. Mallard, in NCIS. Jason Miller as Thrax. Greg Overton as Slick. Oh, Rosie O'Dawson, yeah. She was in 7 Pounds, The Rundown. I remember her basically. The movies that first introduced me to her were Men in Black 2 and The Rundown. Yeah. She was in Zombieland Double Tap. She was in Clerks 3. Rosie O'Dawson, Beautiful Woman. Let's see. I think she also, let's see, trying to find it. She was in the Zookeeper. Okay, in 2015. She also started doing the voice of Wonder Woman in Justice League Dawn of Justice. What about Justice League War? Can you find it? Justice League Lego Batman movie. She was Barbara Gordon Batgirl, and she plays Ahsoka in the TV series Ahsoka. And she does voice Wonder Woman and Wonder Woman Bloodlines and Justice League Dark. So, but I could have swore I think she did the voice for Wonder Woman Justice League War. Maybe I'm wrong. And Rick Richard is Slick, President of the United States as well. He was in Eight Legged Freaks. He was in The Rocketeer. He's in Beverly Hills Cop, the first movie. Mrs. Doubtfire, he was in that. Groundhog Day. Agent Romanoff. Oh, okay. She does a voice too. Tara Strong. There's many voice words like in Rugrats, the Powerpuff Girls, but Josh Gardner, she voiced Barbara Gordon, Batgirl, and the new Bat Adventures of Batman. Yeah. But beautiful actress as well. She's done a lot of voice work as well. Bruce Timm is a tag. Bruce Timm is the man that is responsible for producing and possibly creating Batman the animated series, Superman the animated series, the new Batman Adventures, Batman Beyond, Justice League TV series, and Justice League Unlimited. Yeah, yeah, and he did like a voice. I think he voiced the bomber in the Beware the Great Ghost episode. Yeah, and the film was directed by Lauren Montgomery. Okay, well she's worked on some other DC anime films like Superman Brainiac Attacks, Superman Doomsday, Kung Fu Panda, not DC but Superman anime film, Next Avengers Series of March, Just League New Frontier, Hulk vs. Thor, Wonder Woman, so she's now working on a lot of other DC animated films. Screenplay by Michael Gillette. Uh, he was a script coordinator on and a writer for the Batman vs. Dracula and Wonder Woman. Some other DC stuff too. Batman Returns of the Cape Crusaders, Batman vs. Two Face, Scooby Doo and Batman the Brave and Bold. The Super Mario Brothers movie from 2023 from last year. And he's worked on like cartoons like animated series like Man in Black the anime series, Batman from 2004, Jackie Chan Adventures, Ben 10, Batman the Brave and the Bold. And he does the story too. Gail Simon does the story too. She's worked on Birds of Prey, Batgirl, Deadpool. It's based on Wonder Woman. Gods and Mortals by George Pierce. Great Potter and Will Win. It's produced by Bruce Timm. Music is by Christopher Drake. It was a musical for other superhero animated movies like Hellboy, Sword of Stones, Hellboy, Blood and Iron, Batman Gotham Knight, Superman, Batman, Public Enemies, Batman, Other Hood, and a good amount of other DC animated movies. But that was Batman Dark Knight Returns, I guess, both parts. Batman Strange Days, and Batman Year One, and All-Star Superman. Production company's Warner Premiere, DC Comics, Warner Brothers Animation, distributed by Warner Brothers Home Video. It was released on DVD, Blu-ray on March 3rd, 2009. I guess here in the United States, it's 73 minutes long. Yeah, the film does have a novelization. I guess critics didn't like the movie. Well, I guess anything's film on Rotten Tomatoes. They say, praise the film's humor, action, and vocal performance, saying out the perfectly cast villain, which I agree. No, the villain was great, but so was the rest of the cast. I think. Yeah, the level of violence in the film and one sequence, two shivers killing human adversaries of Wonder Woman uses extreme force, and several beheadings in the battle also occur. Earned some criticism. Why? Again, this is a PG-13 movie, violence throughout, and some suggestion material. So, again, they're fighting war, they're fighting the God War, so there is some killing in it. And this is DC, it's dark. Yeah, people criticizing that. I'm like, it's DC. So some stuff you're gonna get blood and stuff. That takes some balls to do. Apparently, they haven't seen Hulk versus Thor or other DC movies, but they do show blood sometimes. Justice League Frontier, Wonder Woman was coming out to fly, and she had blood all over her. Yeah, in the following DC other movies, I'm sure we have blood in it, and you're complaining about that. And some guy says it's unnecessary. I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever, pal. There was a novelization, I guess, a book for the movie. Rich James first interested in making a sequel to the film, like sequel to the Green Lantern First Light, but only the project was canceled due to the slower sales of the film, which I guess it didn't sell at the time. I don't know why. Maybe it was the criticism. People thought it's just too violent. Like this DC folks were in 2009. Probably because it became that way. They went darker because, like I said, the year previous you had the Dark Knight that came out, Iron Man, and you know this year also came out Watchmen. So there were going to be some violence in some movies. Okay, this was at a time where they're going to go darker and stuff, especially DC. Especially since the Dark Knight trilogy was a big. The Dark Knight was a huge hit at the time. Not saying it had a bunch of blood in that, but still, they're going to make it dark. You know, and DC is dark, so what do you expect? Yeah. But anyway, since we're 20 minutes in, I'll go ahead and tell you the plot synopsis. Yeah, I like this DVD cover. It's good, but I've always liked this poster for the movie. Yeah, I love this poster. That's really good. But anyway, the plot synopsis of the movie is that Wonder Woman, well, Diana Prince is an Amazon warrior and a princess. She fights to return a man, that is Steve Trevor here, back to civilization, but she has to stop Ares, the god of war, who wants to start a war, who wants to create hell on Earth, who wants to start a big war, and she, along with Steve Trevor, that she has to stop and defeat him, and she has to become the hero Wonder Woman as she's meant to be, and basically save the world and defeat the God of Ares and take him down once and for all. And she had to defeat him along with the help of Steve Trevor and her fellow Amazon warriors. So there will be some spoilers in here, but that's the plot synopsis of just her battling Ares in the movie, the God of War, voiced by Alfred Molina, and then like I said, help with Steve Trevor, voiced by Nathan Fillion, and Wonder Woman is voiced by Kerry Russell. So you know, well, let's get into the movie itself. Then I'll give my final opinion on this movie. But the movie opens up with centuries ago that the Amazons are in a fight. They're a fierce race of warrior women. They're led by Queen Evelyn. She's battling Ares, the god of war. During the war, the Hippolyte kills her son that she had with Ares, and Ares is mad about that. Tries to kill her, and he's declaring this war. And she stabs her, from something, well, beheads him. And he's with my familiar. Ares is like, "Are you better in the bedroom? Are you better in a fight?" And they fight. There's a lot of action going on, a lot of war going on. She fights, and she, comes close to defeating Hades. Takes him down. She's about to go ahead and stab him, but the Zeus prevents her from killing her Ares instead. Harry bounds his power with magic bracelets. She's a sister. I will build an island for you. You'll go. It's close. Don't scare. Just an island of woman, but you'll be protected from the world of men. So the way her mother sees it, she teaches her Amazon warriors that all men are bad, like Hades. I mean, like Ares, and they put Ares in a prison in Themyscira. They take away his magic bracelet, what Hera does. Part of ability to draw power from the area of violence, and death could be intimate. The Amazons were granted the Themyscira. Later, she's granted by a daughter that's made by clay. That is Princess Diana. You see, here's a baby. You have Diana all grown up. Yeah, she's fighting the warrior. I forget the character's name. Sorry. Artemis, and it was by Rosario Dawson, I believe they're fighting. And one was like, I could take you down all day, Artemis. And she's not allowed to go to war. She's forbidden to, you know, she's like, well, I'll just go visit. And then this other, you know, you say Artemis can be a little cruel to this woman who loves reading books and stuff. She doesn't want to fight at first. And stuff Diana. Well, sometimes Danny could give it. Well, I'm just not into reading him. Diana's a riding horse. Meanwhile, you have Steve Trevor, who's like in a war, and he's firefly. I mean, his fur they fight. They get killed. One of the Wonder Woman or her mother, somebody punches this mirror that it disappears the mascara. But when she hits it, Steve sees like what? He lands on the island. He crashes, shoots down on the island, but he soon runs the Amazon population. Steve is just running, and he sees these women on their mascara bathing. He's like, "Wow, in my paradise is just as good to be true." He's like, and he's going out like shooting him out right close to, so he's like, "Too good to be true," and he runs off. And he's like, "Hey, princess." He's like, "Stop right now! What you're doing?" Diana says, "He's like, see if you can catch me, Angel." And he fights with Wonder Woman a bit. Fights with Diana a bit, and she defeats him, taking him to the Amazons. And then the Queen says he needs to return. They question him. Are you going to tell about us? Are you here for a fight? Are you here to threaten us? Like, no, I just want to go home. I've never been here before. But her mother says, well, let's just take him home. We don't need to. They're not going to kill him or anything. The police Savage doesn't see that the pilot serves no threat, so Queen says, let's just take him home. Diana offers up, and she's like, no, Diana, go to guard duty now. Which when the guard doesn't, that makes Diana mad. She guards Ares' cell, which her mother showed her. This is why men are evil because like Ares, since her mother says you don't have an experience in the outside world. Her Amazon sister Alexa, who's the loves reading books, says, well, why don't you, Diana, just put a mask on. She puts the helmet on and goes to fight. The Amazon Priazone, Piercephone, Piercephone, I can say that. Yeah. Piercephone. Well, she falls in love with Ares, so she stabs Alexa, kills her, and sets Ares free. Meanwhile, Diana's in this fight down at Jamboree. She's winning all the fight, and she wins the last battle. And they give her Wonder Woman suit, and she takes her helmet off. Like the lasso of truth, the armor like of America. Yeah, and she says, "Diana, sure you're ready." And you know, I just stab her in the and then you see her just in the Wonder Woman suit for the first time, and it looks it's an awesome moment. And Caesar was like, I can't whistle, but he whistles, and I thought that was funny. But she takes him on the plane, because Wonder Woman has a visible plane. Takes him to New York City. Like, wow, this is New York City. Wow. And she sees a little girl crying. She's like, why are you fighting Chaz with little sister? Well, the boys won't let me fight. Well, she's like, you stab and you do this for the night. Which I thought was funny. Teaching kid to fight. Okay. And he's like, let's change you. Get her one of her give her like civilian clothes. They're gonna go on this view, but this woman tries to flirt with him. She thinks he's dead. Flirt with Steve to pick up something for her, and you know, I was like, really? Just fix the desk up with one hand. It's like, is this what you're looking for? Just wasting everybody's time. They investigate a pattern of violence created by Ares' prison that will not lead to giving to him. Well, he's creating more violence. They're doing it on the computer. And Steve could always be funny with his wits and sense of humor, where he says something to her. So I can flirt right now. Not right now. He's like, well, you need to have a drink, Princess. And they go have a drink. And Diana can drink and not get drunk, but Steve gets drunk and says, "You're beautiful," and tries to kiss her. Then falls on his head. He's like, "I'm sorry, Diana." And they get these muggers to try to mob them, and she's like, "Apologize right now." He says the word crap. He's like, oh, "That word's so offensive. That crap word. It's just so don't say that to me. That's offensive." And these motors try to rob them, but Wonder Woman takes them out. Of course, she makes the guy apologize, and they run away. Then all of a sudden, this monster that Harry sends to kill her, she's fighting. She cuts off one of his. He's like on his head. His hair is like snakes. She cuts off one of the snakes' heads. Fights with the guy and defeats him. Basically destroys him. Good action scenes too. You know, Divinus, well, pretty much kills her to prevent being interrogated. But they find a clue that leads them to a secret Greek temple guarded by the worshippers of Ares. Ares is playing with the hip of the Amazon trade, the woman that betrayed the Amazons by murdering one of them, that helping him out. He wants to go see Hades in the underworld. Again, Wonder Woman's a lot Greek mythology, so he was Hades is his uncle, and their fight they're just watching about to make a sacrifice. Well, him and Diana, take some men out. I like the moment where she saves him by throwing the bracelet on her head. Kind of like the crown on her head. I don't know what you call it, but on here where she like throw it, kind of like Captain America's shield. And one man tries to kill her, but she like throws a knife at him, kills him, and they sneak in. He's like, "Holy crap!" And then Wonder Woman looks at him. He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Deal with it." Something like that. And they fight. They're fighting monsters a bit. Uh, and they get Harry seduces her with this monster. She nearly gets killed. So Steve gets a grenade, puts it in the monster's mouth by hitting it in the head, again, and putting it in his mouth, and saving Diana in the process. Takes her to a hospital, and Harry performs his sacrifice to open the gate the underworld, which it works. Uh, he tells the girl, the Amazon woman, to stay because he's like these guard dogs. He wants Hades to remove the gauntlets. Hades like, "Oh, you asked me for that, right? But Hades does help him and says it because he makes a deal with Hades, saying that you will get your prisoners and that his son is down in Hades, being his son's servant. Like kind of like this tease or to boast. So I say, see, your son wants me. And again, for me, Hades has always been James Woods. This Hades is fat and really overweight. you know, looks like a whale. I don't see Hades looking like that, but that's just me. At least he wouldn't like that in Justice League or or uh Hercules Disney movie. But here he takes the bracelet off. This stops him from his powers, and he's able to get that power back. Later, Diana's in the hospital. She furious that Steve fusses at him. He argues against her abuse with his own criticism of the Amazons, and that, well, maybe you're not all wrong about men. We don't open the door for you, or open your chair for you to put you down. Some men are very respectful toward women, like women and stuff. You Amazon women have done this, and they play the sexist card. She says they're right. She even slaps somebody that she puts back in a Wonder Woman suit. They go back to fight. Yeah, and let know that he cares about her a lot. And they're about to share a kiss, but she slaps him. Like I said, Ares army attack Washington D.C. Trevor and Diana arrive to battle Ares, and they get joined by the Amazons. Well, first, one of them nearly knocks him down. She a few times, with Ares without, when he has his braces on his power, she does kick his ass and beats his ass a bit again and says down, you know, you can't defeat Zeus, but are you gonna get beaten by a girl? And she punches him a couple times, and the Amazons show up. Harry summons the dead from the underworld of Wonder Woman of Amazons to fight, including the Alexa who fights her, uh, Artemis. Yeah, and she's about to stab her, but it doesn't work. And Diana's mother, the queen, she fights the Amazon trader. She stabs her. She says, "Well, we're warriors, but we're also women too. You know, that she wanted to be with them, that she wanted to have children. And she was, I guess, that built up a lot of rage in her, and that made her mad enough to betray them. And her, turns herself bigger, you know, like with the horns a little bit, and having the mask on, ready to fight Wonder Woman. It's like it's not polite to hit a lady. But Harris gets destroyed. She puts up a good better fight with him. She comes up with a sword. Wonder Woman does, you know, comes with a sword, and Harry thinks that he can get his father. He saves his life. He's like, Zeus, 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 and then he stabs him, stabs his, beheads, beheads Ares, kills him. He dies, and everybody's looking at her proudly. The Amazons are watching. Steve, well, the military, well, Washington, they thought Amazon Dipsy was a threat. They better share with the missile until Steve destroys it, comes back on the invisible plane to Diana, and they share a kiss. But well, when the Queen did kill Farazone, she realized the Amazons are away from the world, man. She has denied them the chance to live as a woman. Yeah, yeah. After Ares is getting into the underworld to attend Hades as a slave, he uses him, feeding him food, and along with his son, he issues Savior's punishment. The Queen realizes that Diana misses both the outside world and Trevor, so she tells her daughter to become a diplomat for the Amazons, and as Wonder Woman to save the day. Here she accepts. She returns to the world of men, but the secret identity of Diana Prince. Yeah, she's just wearing glasses, and Diana Prince is to keep her identity safe from people knowing she's Wonder Woman. And he opens the door, like, "Well, I can lift the car and do this on it." Okay, thank you, Steve. That's funny. Then all of a sudden, you see the spank rock going, and you see the villainous Cheetah robbing a bank, and she goes, runs off, and so one of them goes to, this little girl that she met earlier. She's like, Wonder Woman, and uses the lasso of truth. Lasso, she grabs Cheetah, knocks her down, grabs Cheetah, does a punch, and then the movie ends there. Yep. So anyway, that's the end of the movie. Let me read some quotes real quick. We got a little time. You seem eager to meet me on the battlefield, as one did in the bedroom, Queen Abigail. I'll help you prove more skill in this arena, Ares. Here the true nature of man lay before what others depraved. You must be thanking God, your daughter's got a nice rack. Mr. President, there has been news to our house. It seems by a group of armed supermodels. We should not let it go. I don't see how we could have stopped her. I could have shoved her in the leg. Not near an artery, of course. You are the silver thoughtless, Artemis. I must confess, my queen, it feels like the first day of school, and you could not find a bigger sword, Artemis. Sword that is my belt, but my dagger. I didn't need you to save me. I need you to stop Ares. Hey, if it weren't for me, you wouldn't be here right now. I'm an Amazon, Steve. We're prepared from birth to give our lives in battle. I knew the consequences were going into this mission. I bet you would have acted differently if I were a man. Oh, playing the sex card again, huh? Are you? You know what? After just about not listening, you go on about how temperamental. Does the truth hurt, Steve? Newsflash: the Amazons aren't so perfect either. You can't. You act brave. You putting yourself off on the outside world was cowardly. Not to mention stupid. Loveless communication between men and women is what the world needed. How dare you? No, I'm not done. You meet a first-year man within 15 minutes ago, and you think you have all figured out. Well, I'm sorry, but not. But everything does is not further some monistic agenda. We don't hold open doors or pull out chairs for you, for women, because we're trying to keep you down. I didn't save you because I thought we were damsel. You were a damsel in distress. I saved you because I care about you, Diana, and I'm not going to abandon a friend in need, man or woman. You should have saved the world and not me. Maybe I figured the world's not worth saving if you're not in it. So the queen's kid, the hot chick, Princess Diana. Yeah, so that's what's her deal. Her deal is that I will personally castrate you if you come within 5 hours of her. Here, let me get that for you. Can I lift weights like a handlebar? Sweetheart, we discussed this. Oh, yeah, sorry. Well, thank you, Mr. Man. You're such a gentleman. It's all true, isn't it, Steve? Everything my mother warned me about, man, is true. She even told me you'd like to try to seduce me. I like what I told her. For now, let's only expect the best from the pilot. You try to get me drunk, as if you could drink it, out drink an Amazon. You pathetic lightweight. Oh, crap. Yes, no, the like we were trying to do. Please don't use that language around me. I don't have to put up with this crap. Yeah. Well, Wonder Woman. when Air becomes a big monster to fight her, she's like, "Holy crap!" For the film. But those are just some fun quotes to read. All right, I think I'm gonna stop here, guys. Let me get my final opinion on the Wonder Woman 2009 film. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, in my opinion, this is also on DVD and Blu-ray, by the way. Yeah, I know it's this you have. I don't know if you have made, but I like the original DVD with the original poster on it. Or one of the other Blu-ray covers, like I like one of the few posters too in the movie. It is a shame that this film didn't get a sequel, but you did get a Wonder Woman uh decades later in 2019. Well, in of course the Wonder Woman 2017 with Gal Gadot, thanks to the DCU verse, thanks to Man of Steel for that, and you Wonder Woman 1984, which I think came out in 2021, and Wonder Woman Bloodlines that came out in 2019. So, but it's a shame that this film didn't get a sequel. I think it deserved it. What I loved about this movie, I love the story. I thought they did really good with the story. It really is like the origin story of Wonder Woman, you know. And I like the way Themyscira looks, that the warriors, you know. It's like she's a bit of Thor too in a way, where Thor is basically a god too, just like Wonder Woman is. And she's like Captain America also, because of you know, her suit, feels like American. She doesn't wear a mask. She's sensitive. She's naive to what the world of men, and she learns that not all men are bad, like Hades and all like that. Wonder Woman. I'm invested in the character and the story. It's a good story. It's a very entertaining movie. Her and Steve Trevor have good chemistry. The animation is really good. I love the animation here. It's really good. The action is good. It's well shot. Yeah. And Ares is a good villain here. One thing I didn't like the 2017 movie, I didn't like Ares, how he was portrayed in that movie, and how they were trying to hide the fact that Ares wasn't there. I'm like, at least in this movie, you know that Ares is the main villain. You don't have to hide the villain from me. I mean, except when the Amazon woman did that, that kind of shocked me. She like, he stabbed her. You know, when for some the Amazon woman that killed the Alexa, the woman that, and the Amazon woman that loves to read books. I mean, she just stabs her. That surprised me. Sometimes you can come up with a surprise villain, but they do it nicely here. Sometimes that works. And that here it worked, but it's very good. It's very short. The animation, the action is really good. The humor is really good too. Seeing Wonder Woman in action is awesome. You know, I don't know why we give her this shield. Well, she probably does use shield, but she does use a sword and kills her and defeats him like a badass. And it's awesome scenes, really good action, really short animated film. Goes by at a really good pace. Uh, yeah, I like the voice cast. I love Kerry Russell. I think she should be known as Wonder. I don't think she's ever voiced Wonder Woman again, which sucks. Did she? Well, sorry. She's a great actress. I think. Let's see. Nope, she hasn't done the voice for Wonder Woman at all. Wow, which is a real shame because I mean, don't you remember? I love Rosie O'Dawson as the voice of Wonder Woman. She's great as well. But I also have to give credit to Kerry Russell. She is great as the voice of Wonder Woman. It's a shame that she didn't get to do it again. Nathan Fillion, he didn't voice T-shirt, but he did go on to voice Al Jordan Green Lantern and some of the other DC animated films. Like I said, I think he deserves uh to do an Uncharted live action movie the right way. Alfred Molina, great as Harry's again, great as Doc Ock. So know that he worked with DC and he worked with Marvel like I said, in Spider-Man 2. Rosie Dawson, she's worked with DC. She's voiced Wonder Woman in some of the DC other animated movies. Uh, yeah, Man in Black 2, the rundown. She's good actress, beautiful actress. Oliver Platt, he voices Hades. Yeah, did I catch his name down here? Well, I mean, I remember him in movies like Doctor Dolittle, Bicentennial Man, Lake Placid. Oh yeah, he was in Beethoven 1992, the first Beethoven movie, and he was also in X-Men First Class. He was just a man in a black suit. Okay, yeah. But like I said, Lake Placid, Bicentennial Man with the late Robin Williams. Yeah, but and he was in Flatliners too. I think that was directed by Joel Schumacher. But he's a good actor. Always liked Oliver Platt. He was good too. My only issue is I didn't like the design of Hades in here. You know, I'm being fat and over like a whale. I'm like, I don't like the design too much. I think that it could Hades needs a little more, a little scarier. At least in the Justice League cartoon, Hades was tall, big, muscular, and could become like a demonic monster. Yeah, but here, him being a little overweight, that's just like ridiculous to me. I know it's not. It's just a minor complaint, but it doesn't ruin my enjoyment. It's just a minor issue I have. But despite that, it's a shame that this deserves a sequel, but it didn't do good on sales at the time when it came out, and I guess some critics didn't love it or complained about the violence. Well, it's a PG-13 movie, and this is a time where superhero movies were dark half the time and did have blood and gore in them. You know, and this was the same. This came out the year after, year before this came out, The Dark Knight. So and Iron Man. So they're gonna, and sometimes there's regular comic book movies that come out too, and yeah, blood and gore. Not all of them are kid friendly. Complain about, criticize about what's happening. In a movie, they're in a war. In a war, there are casualties. There's gonna be blood and violence and blood and gore in a war. I hate to tell you that. But in war, people get shot and blood, and there's gonna be blood and guts. Sometimes going everywhere in a war. So I would say this is a kid friendly movie. It might scare your kids a little bit, especially Ares or Ares versus the dead Amazon woman, or the look of the underworld might scare them a little bit. But for adults, who enjoy it like me, like if you enjoy DC animated films or you like DC or superhero movies, definitely check out. This is one of the best DC animated movies I think, in my opinion, out there, and it deserves more credit. I think it's definitely an overlooked and underrated movie in my opinion. So my rating for Wonder Woman, the 2009 film, I'm gonna give this 5 out of 5 stars and a thumbs up. So my rating for this film once again is 5 out of 5 stars for the Wonder Woman 2009 version, and 5 out of 5 stars and thumbs up. Sorry. But anyway, guys, tell me in the comments down below if you've seen this version of Wonder Woman. What do you think of it? Do you like it more than I have to say I like it more than the Gal Gadot movies. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, but I have issues, especially with the first movie, a little bit. But I'll get to those much later. I did see the first Wonder Woman in 2017 with Gal Gadot. I saw that in theaters, and I saw Batman vs Superman too. And I love Gal Gadot. I think she's great as Wonder Woman as too. Yeah, but I have to say, as Wonder Woman films go, this is probably my favorite Wonder Woman movie. Don't get me wrong, I like the 2017 film. And I do like the 1984 film, but that movie has plenty of issues, but we'll get it down there in line someday. But for now, this is my first Wonder Woman review. Yeah, and maybe someday I'll talk about the show with Linda Carter. But, so guys, in the comments down below, what do you think of this movie? Who's your favorite actress to play Wonder Woman or voice Wonder Woman? Uh, well, I'll probably say Gal Gadot. But, do you like Kerry Russell or Rosario Dawson? Who do you like more as the voice of Wonder Woman? And, do you think this is better than the two live action Wonder Woman movies, the one from 2017 and Wonder Woman 1984? Do you think this is better? Or Wonder Woman Bloodlines, which I've seen. I do have that as well. But I enjoyed this film as well. Love Wonder Woman 2009. Great movie in my opinion. So just tell me in the comments down below what do you think of this, guys. And there were spoilers in this review, so always before you watch any of my videos, make sure you look at the description box below, just in case. Because I will say there were spoilers in this review, and if you haven't seen the movie, that description in the box below will tell you that right away. Hmm. Alright guys, for the next superhero review, well, I got about 5 movies left here from 2009. And two are live action, and the other three, yes, there are three. It's three other animated movies. Two are DC, and the next one's well, I'll tell you that one later, but it's not a Marvel DC animated movie. Nope, but going to the live action superhero movies that came out in 2009, there's only two, I believe. And that is, uh, yeah, there's a Zack Snyder film. No, it's not Man of Steel, but it stars Billy Rope, uh, Melina Ekrem, I can't say her name right, Carla Jingo, Jackie Earle Ray, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, and Patrick Wilson. And that is, and this is a rated R. Speaking of, this is a rated R comic book film. It's a comic movie, superhero movie, but it is rated R. This is not a kid-friendly movie, a kids movie. This is Watchmen. So Watchmen is next. Yeah. It could be tonight though, because this movie is like really long. It's good, but I think it's like over 2 hours long. But that's Watchmen from 2009. So this will be my next superhero review. So stay tuned for my review of Watchmen. Yeah, yeah. And bear with me, it'll be my second time watching it. But I'm not gonna say anything about it till I watch it. So, anyways, tell me what you think about Wonder Woman, the 2009 version, in the comments down below. Uh, Once again, 5 out of 5 stars is my rating for this film, and a thumbs up. So tell me what you think of it in the comments down below. And also, guys, stay tuned for my next superhero review, going back to live action here. That is Watchmen 2009. This will be next. So stay tuned for this. Watchmen is next. So thanks for watching. Excuse me. Bye bye.